Jay here for Stretford, Paddock. This is it. This is the big one.
The big one.
Manchester United versus Arsenal in New Jersey, even though we're in New York filming this preview. Get involved in the chat and the comments and make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Joining me, as always, is my esteemed colleague, Joe Smith. How are we doing, brother?
I'm doing very well, thank you. You can hear the hustle and bustle of New York. There are some builders in the background, so if you hear, listen to that. The sound of the horns that you only get here in New York, Jay. This is the big one after all.
This is like
the Big Apple.
It's like being in Eccles Interchange. It really is. It just reminds me of that so much.
It really does.
United are playing Arsenal.
Yeah.
We've just signed Onana.
Yes.
It's a bit ambitious, but you never know. He might play. Are you excited at the prospects of perhaps watching our new goalkeeper?
Yeah, massively. He doesn't strike me as the sort of man that believes in jet lag, much like myself. But I think a keeper can just come straight in and play, can't they? It's not, no offence, but you don't need the same level of fitness. Keepers were smoking ciggies in goal until about 2009, so I think he'll be all right to come in and play. But I just can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what he brings, and it's one of those things that he's not going to win you the game single-handedly by making a few passes, is he? No. Obviously. But I think we'll just get a sense, after 5, 10, 15 games of United, we're doing better here. We're controlling games, and we're not going to win every one. But I think when we're on the ball, we'll feel like a team that can keep the ball and can control things. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him play, and hopefully, just play 45 minutes. Get him flown out today. Play 45 minutes, no problem. Get him on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. And I think there are going to be some exciting and interesting moments with Andre Onana in goal for Manchester United, but I do think it's a really positive signing and one that can help move us forward and play the way that Erik ten Hag obviously wants to play. And it was something that David De Gea struggled with even last season in pre-season. Do you remember? We could see there that De Gea was struggling. We were away with we were following the tour, and we saw there's a couple of games, I think the Villa game in particular, you could see it wasn't getting to grips with it. Hopefully Onana can do that and help move us forward. Just in terms of the opposition, Arsenal, I know they don't like to talk about it, and they sort of keep it under the wraps, but they finished second last season. And this could be a decent test. I know it's only pre-season, neither side is going to be fully at it or play a full-strength team or whatever, but it does give you a little sort of a proper test and also a little indication of just where you're at. And it does matter because we saw, Arsenal fans the other day when they played the MLS All-Stars, one of which was Christian Benteke, by the way. So really, no sort of elite group of footballers is complete without a 34-year-old Christian Benteke, Jay. So it's a high standard. And I saw Arsenal fans gloating at beating. I know it's only MLS All-Stars, but wow, do we look fine-tuned already. So excitable. So that the Arsenal fans are going to care, and that whenever it's a game between two Premier League clubs, especially two sort of rival-ish teams, it's not just as simple as, oh, go on, it's a run-out. There's going to be an extra element, especially when you see those, like, the first 11 teams going against each other. So I think that it will have an extra edge. It's still only a pre-season. I don't really care about the result either way. But you want to look good, and you can show yourself a bit more against the top team, and unfortunately, Arsenal are a top team. So I think it does mean slightly more than, let's say, a friendly against, Celta Vigo or something like that. Yeah, I hear that. Manchester United have taken a pretty strong squad, or brought a pretty strong squad with them to the States. Yeah. With all that being said, and the fact you've mentioned about how this could be a real test, and obviously the Onana factor, talk us through your predicted 11. Yeah, I've gone all out. I've gone balls to the wall, as they say. So I've gone Onana in goal, which again, he might not even be in the country, but he's meant to be flying out, so I'm going to put him in. Onana in goal. Yeah. I've gone Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, and Shaw. I think first choice. Strong back five. Might as well just do the first choice back four, haven't we? Then I've gone midfield three of Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno, because I just want to see those three actually in there together. It'd be nice to see Bruno and Casemiro come back as well. And I think Mount has been quite impressive in the games that he has played so far. And then for a front three, I've gone with Rashford, Anthony, and Sancho as well. I think that's probably our strongest front three at the minute. Martial, is he still injured? He's back on the bench the other day, but maybe we'll see him. But I don't even know what to say about Anthony Martial anymore. And now Anthony's back. He played on the left a lot the other day, which was a bit interesting. But get Rashford in, get Sancho in, get Anthony up front as well. I think that's probably the best we can do. Yeah, I like the fact that Erik ten Hag has already given the kids a bit of a run out. Yeah. We've seen, Emeran and, loads of players. Yeah, Mainu as well, getting a lot of minutes. All having some decent amount of game time. So he's already incorporated him. I feel for this game, it would be a time to bring out your strongest team. So I've gone almost identical to you. I've gone very strong team. I think the first sort of 9 or 10 players. My front three is slightly different. I've gone with Garnacho on the left, Rashford down the middle, and Anthony on the right.
Nice.
The only slight tweak, I wouldn't be surprised. It's one of those you don't know with pre-season. He could play a load of kids.
Yeah.
He could change it completely at half-time. He could say, look, I'm going to give you 75 minutes of my strongest team to see where we're at, to get you ready to play in Premier League opposition. You just don't know, but I do expect some of the big guns to be out.
Yeah.
Get involved in the comments in the chat. Let us know your predicted team. We want to hear from you guys as well. Arsenal.
Yeah.
What can you say about Arsenal?
I just want to talk about that video of Kai Havertz.
It's mint, innit?
Annoyingly, we can't put it in here. But what would you have to tweet? Go on Twitter and just search Kai Havertz challenge. And there's a video of him the other day doing this like MLS challenge where they're throwing the balls into the sort of 6-yard line or 18-yard line, and he's having to hit the balls first time. He's having to control them and try and put them in these like bins as well. And it genuinely looks like me doing it.
I've watched the full video because you showed me the clip.
Yeah.
And it's slightly better. There's a 45-second clip going around that is terrible. It's like someone's won a competition to take part in the competition.
Yeah.
It's woeful. And then there's a longer clip where he does get some of them right, but it's not great.
No.
It does look a bit cringe.
Yeah.
It's a bit Gareth Bale when he signed for Real Madrid and was messing up his keepy uppies. Like, come on, get a grip. You've just spent 65 million quid on you. Yeah. You should be able to kick some balls into a huge bucket. It's not that deep. That being said, do you expect Arsenal to, just quickly on Arsenal, do you expect them to do well this season?
I really can't work it out. I don't know. I'm not even sure that this might backfire. I don't think that they've necessarily even improved their first team.
Okay.
I think Partey last season, at his best,
yeah.
I don't think Rice is going to be a huge improvement over what we saw from Thomas Partey from September to January.
He had a very good 3 quarters of the season, and then he fell off a cliff.
He did. So obviously that would be better, and maybe if they could keep someone at that level for the whole season, they might have won the league. So that that could be a difference. I don't like Kai Havertz as a player.
No.
I think he's so wasteful, and I think that fundamentally he's going to cost you games by missing chances.
Yeah.
Like over the course of a season, he just is. And I think, who else have they bought? They bought one other player, haven't they?
I lose track with what's going on with Arsenal.
I know they bought one more.
Who cares? They bought some losers.
Yeah.
With all that being said then, give us your score prediction and don't lie to me.
Well, it's going to be. I think it's going to be tight. And obviously they are a good team, Arsenal. I'm not knocking them. I'm talking about them trying to push on to win a title. I don't see how they're going to do that. Score prediction, I'll go 2-0 United.
2-0 United?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll go... I think this might be a draw, you know. I think it'll be a draw, and Arsenal fans will treat it like they've won the Champions League because that's what they do. So I'm going to go with a 1-0. But what I hear from you guys, get your phone out, film yourself in landscape like that, send us your score predictions, just 30 seconds, send it to paddockmatchday@gmail.com, and we'll use you as part of the pre-match build-up because we are going to have the watch-along in the studio in Manchester as well. Plus we'll have post-match reaction from all us lot over here in the United States. So make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. Joe, where can people find you?
Joe Smith 93 on Instagram and Twitter.
And don't forget, find you on Sloppy Joe's as well. We've got the sloppers behind the camera here messing about.
And sometimes in front of the camera by accident. We've had to trim that out.
So make sure you go check out Sloppy Joe's. You know where to find me. This has been the Manchester United versus Arsenal preview in New York. Thanks for watching.